Hey, Brian from Garage Wall. Today I have this cold therapy machine. So let's open up, see everything that we get inside. I'll show you how to set up, how to use it, and we go from there. But anyway, so opening it up, it is fully contained in this bag. So, and it has some cautionary things on the top, how to use it, directions on the side. So very handy, very easy to use. So opening it up, it's got a double zipper. So inside you get your instruction manual. So on that instruction manual, you'll get a bunch of little tips and hints and tricks and how to use it on the inside. And then you got some directions on the back side. And again, I'll explain to you how everything works inside here. So everything comes basically contained in this plastic bag. You have some extra stuff there. An important notice, but this bag is basically going to be where you're putting the ice water. You can even use like as a warm therapy, so then you can have like some like warm water in here as well. So dual purpose. So that is your band that will wrap around, and it's got so this is your band that you're using to hold the cooling and the heating into place, and you pull the side out, and basically it's a Velcro pad on the other side, so it basically will stick to itself wherever you set that up. So it's super adjustable. Then in this bag, I'll get the plastic out of the way here. So this is basically your tubing or your pump, and it does come zip tied together. So let's cut that zip tie out. Okay, so that is your wall outlet plug. So you get plenty of cord. It's probably well over 6 foot right there. And then you have this controller that also kind of extends that whole cord part. And then that is your controller. All your buttons on it. And then that will hook up to your, basically your pump that sits in that little water part. So you are going to be basically taking this, filling this up with cold or hot water. And then you can put it in there, and then you have your tubings, and then this is what you can wrap around your knee or your elbow, or in my case I have an ankle that bothers me all the time, so I'm going to try to do that as well. So it's great to concentrate any type of heat or cold in the area. And again, just taking into account that ice compression for no more than 30 minutes, wait at least 4 hours before reapplying, so pretty practical. 2, do not use water above 108 degrees for hot compression to avoid burns. Sensible. Stop treatment if skin turns purple or if you feel numbness or pain. Pretty common sense stuff, but it's there. Okay, so let me fill this up with some ice water, get the pump going, and then I'll show you how it works from there. So stay tuned. Okay, so we got the water and ice cubes in the tank, and I didn't fill it up all the way. So, you know, your preference at that point. And then I have it plugged into the wall outlet behind there. And then I have the controller ready to go here. So let's wrap the knee up and we will go from there. Okay, so what we're going to do is, it has 2 sides. It has a kind of like a smooth side, and then it has one that kind of has like I don't know, like some like foam or something on it. So what I'm going to do is put the foam side down, and then again, it's all preference there. And then see how I'm kind of like exposing the knee to a certain degree, but I have it cupped around there. So that's how I'm going to wrap it. And then while you're wrapping, just put that side down like that, so you can Easily put it around without that getting all Velcro down all over the place. So put it down like that, closing it together a little bit more, and then just wrapping, pulling this wrap up. And it's elastic, so you can cover. So again, up underneath. And then I'm going to expose Velcro on this side, wrap that through, and then basically just kind of have it Velcro to that side. Okay, now we're ready to go. So next we're going to take the pump and basically submerge that into the water so it's completely underneath, kind of like that, so you can kind of like see it off in the corner, laying down flat. And then we have our controller, so we can basically power on, and then it's got a weird sensation already. So you can feel the water flowing through it, and it's kind of like expanding as the water flows. Oh. And you can feel that cool going through basically immediately. And then so you can set your timer on for 10, 20, 30. Time off. You can set those, and then again, you can definitely play around with this. So that's speed, medium, low, and you can feel the pressure kind of come off right away. And then medium feels just about right, and you can kind of feel the water circulating through. So kind of hard on video, but I mean that's how that's working. And again, got the knee wrapped up pretty good. Got the controller here, and we got our bucket of water, ice water, and boy, I tell you what, that feels absolutely fantastic. And let's go with a little bit higher speed with flow. I'll go high speed. High speed, believe it or not, it makes it colder faster. But I guess, you know, it depends on what you're looking for. So that is your flow button. Not sure what that does entirely, because I haven't really noticed the difference with that. But again, speed, amazing difference between low and high for sure. And again, you can pack it full of ice and put water to kind of top it off, as long as you don't go past that fill line that's right there. Definitely keep that in mind, but that's great. I can definitely, absolutely, positively use this on my foot. So I'm going to do that with my arch. Walking around a lot, sometimes that like really bothers me. So let's flip that around and set up my foot. Okay, so I'm basically going to set my foot on top of that pad, and then we'll get this over. I said I need it more for the bottom of my foot than anything else, but let's get that wrapped up pretty good. I got the speed on high, and oh my goodness, that feels absolutely wonderful. And again, you could put hot water in this as well. Well, I should say warm water, 108 degrees max, and that will give you a nice concentrated warmth on an area of your body that needs it. Like in my case, walking around a lot of vacation and stuff, you can tell I got some bruises and bumps. I'm walking around with shorts down here, but that is absolutely, that feels great with just the cool ice water. And again, we'll alternate and we'll try some warm and see how that works, and then we go from there. But anyway, Brian from Garage Mahal, thanks for watching, and what a fantastic device. I'm so impressed. And that's wild, you can actually feel the flow difference. High speed kind of gives it that nice hug to it. Anyway, be safe out there.